Hello Eurovision friends, thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. Today I want to talk about the Dutch entry for Eurovision 2024, which is Joost Klein with the song Europapa. I'm almost starting to sing it just from reading the name because that part of the song Europapa is incredibly catchy and makes you want to sing along. In this video, I will be talking about different aspects of the song, the performance or the potential staging at Eurovision, the artist as well, and the lyrics of the song. And later on, I will also give you my prediction on how the Netherlands will do in Eurovision 2024, whether they will be able to qualify with this song, whether they might win. And then I also have your comments and your votes from the community tab of my channel. If you want to participate in that, well, you got to subscribe to the channel, don't you? So let's get right to it. I will be talking about different aspects. As I said, the first one I want to talk about is the artist Joost Klein. He is quite famous already in the Netherlands, so there's quite a bit of buzz about him participating in Eurovision. He's also made a name of himself in Germany. He is from Frisia, and he had a #1 hit here in Germany called Friese Jung, so guy or boy from Frisia. And this was a cover song of a German comedian who is from the German part of Frisia. And Joost Klein is from the Dutch part of Frisia, of course. And his songs and his music is usually very party influenced, very over the top, fun songs, crazy songs, that kind of thing. And so people kind of expected that for his Eurovision song. And I don't think they were disappointed if they did expect this. And an important part about his life as well is that he lost his parents at a very young age. And he also had some trouble with his father before he lost him. And that is quite important for the lyrics of the song, which I want to talk about next. The song is called Europapa, and you kind of have the two topics that the song talks about in that title already. The first is Europa, Europe. He sings in several different languages. Of course, the song is in Dutch, which I like a lot because I always like a national language entry. But there's also a sentence in German, a bit of Italian. There is cuisine from different parts of Europe mentioned, like paella and fish and chips. However, he also talks about, I think, Europe and what it really means to have the freedom that we have because of Europe and because of the European Union as well, because he thinks that he lost his Dutch passport, but it doesn't matter. He can still travel to Poland by bus, to Germany by train. He can visit his friends in France, and he doesn't really need a passport. So I think it's kind of an homage to Europe in a way. However, there is a second message, and that's the second part of the title, Papa, because it's quite obvious at the end of the video that this song is about him losing his father, and I think by extension his parents. The one song in German that we have in the song, and it's probably going to be the only German we hear at Eurovision this year, unfortunately, that sentence is, I am in Germany, but I am so alone. Ich bin in Deutschland, aber ich fühle mich so allein. That shows that something is missing in his life. And then later on, there's also a reference to Stromae's song Papa Ute. Daddy, Where Are You is the translation of that song, in which Stromae also talks about missing his father, looking and searching for his father. And in the song, Joost Klein says that his dad told him that it's a world without borders. And he kind of says, look, I'm traveling Europe without borders, and I'm kind of listening to what you told me, even though you're not with me anymore. And that is the very emotional last part of the video and of the song. And I really, really love how he combines an homage to Europe with an homage to his father. And in the video at the end, you also see the house of Europe, kind of different parts of it make up that house. In flames, and so maybe he's also kind of hinting at he lost his father and he's kind of scared of losing Europe as well because of all of the things that are happening at the moment. That is my interpretation of the lyrics, and I have to say I really, really like that, and the fact that this is wrapped in such a fun song is quite impressive and cool to me, and I do think that the lyrics are the best part of this song. And let's talk about the song when it comes to the music. I mean, it has a lot of different parts, like a lot of songs this year. I think this is the craziest Eurovision we've had in a long time. That might be a bit of a caddy effect, I don't know. But there's a few parts of it that seem a bit crazy frog to me, like when the beat gets faster and faster. It's obviously a party song. You have the dance break. To me, it seems a little, in parts, like a Ballermann song. These party songs in Germany that we have that usually don't have deep lyrics like that. So that kind of makes this song stand out. But I might also be a bit prejudiced against songs like this because I usually don't like this kind of genre of music. And I also think it's very repetitive. I said that Europapa is very, very catchy and it stays in your head. But it's the kind of catchy that I personally don't really like that much, I have to say. And so overall, the whole song is a bit too much for me, really. I cannot really connect to it. I'm sorry, but for the moment, I'm not really into it. There's this techno rave dance break as well. I mean, the stage show will be crazy for this one, and that's what I want to talk about next, the staging, the potential staging. In the video, of course, we see Joost Klein wearing many different outfits, all of them over the top and crazy, except in the last part when it is revealed that the song is about his father. And I think there are lots of possible stagings. All of them can be crazy and over the top, but I think this is a very hard song to stage because you kind of want people to understand the two stories of the song. And if you go too crazy and you focus a lot on the Europe part, it might just be not enough to really get the message of the song across that this is also about his dad and his parents. And I don't know how to stage that, to be honest. I also don't know how to go on a Eurovision stage from the crazy first part of the video to the more somber later part of the video. This cut might be very hard to do. And to end the song with the lower and somber part of the song is also something that might, hurt it a little bit because people might remember the somber part more than the crazy party part. And the fact that it's in Dutch, even though I love songs in national languages, might also hurt it in this case because people don't really understand the message of it all. So I'm kind of worried how to stage this. And I'm also worried that it might be a bit too over the top and people might just be a bit like, whoa, what is this? Because to be honest, the first time I heard the song, I thought, my God, so many things thrown at this. It made me think of this Romanian song, I think from 2006, that was in 6 different languages. And in the end, it was just a bit too much. And this kind of feels like a bit too much for me. So overall, great, amazing, wonderful lyrics. This is kind of his thing, and it's not my cup of tea. That doesn't mean that it's a bad song, but overall, it is just not for me. And so I'm giving 2.5 points for now for the Dutch song Europapa. Now, before I tell you my prediction, which is more objective than what I just told you, which is my subjective opinion, do subscribe to this channel. I do videos on most of the songs, like this one. I do lyric interpretations as well. So lots to discover on this channel. So do subscribe, and then I don't have to say it anymore. And now the light went out, but we are just going to continue. Now, my prediction for the Netherlands and Joost Klein, will they be able to qualify? I always look at the last 10 years, the qualification rate of the country, and the Netherlands have a 78% qualification rate. Really impressive. They had been on a roll until last year when they didn't manage to qualify, but they seem to know what they are doing when choosing their songs. They will be performing in semifinal 2, which some people say is the weaker semifinal, and they will be in the second half, which of course will be very advantageous for a song like this because people will remember it. More people tune in later in the show as well. And so more people will see it. However, seeing Estonia there, for example, I think that's a more catchy song, a more engaging song, at least to me. And so maybe Estonia being very close to the Netherlands might hurt it a little bit. However, we know that 5 or 6 songs will be out of the semifinal. And I think that Albania, Denmark, Czechia at the moment are a bit in trouble. Malta as well. And then Latvia, I'm a bit worried about, even though they seem to be surrounded by, for the moment, Norway, San Marino, Estonia, and the Netherlands, which are all kind of loud in different aspects of the songs. So that might help Latvia. So I don't know. I don't want to be overly influenced by my personal opinion, and so I am predicting that this will qualify because I do think that it is very televote friendly, and of course the semifinals are completely televote. For the prediction in the final, I split it up into jury and televote just because this is the kind of song that will have a big split, I think, between jury and televote. So for the jury, I kind of predict that they will not go for this because also as a composition, a song like Estonia that is also in the fun category is just a better composition, I think, and works better as a song. And so I predict 20 to 25th place in the jury vote. And then in the televote, I think 7th to 15th, because I don't really know how to stage this song. And I'm not sure that the message that is very heartwarming will be able to come across. And so overall, I think this song will end up in 15th to 20th place in the end. I might be a bit influenced by my personal opinion in this, but that is my prediction. Now, before I let you go, I also have your votes and comments from the community tab of my channel. And this also shows that a lot of people love this song, but a lot of people also have it in the middle. 20% gave it 5 stars, 26% 4 stars, 28% 3 stars, 16% 2 stars, and 10% 1 star. And that shows you that you like the song a little bit more than I do. But as I said, it's not 51% love this song, like happened for Rim Tim Tagidim, for example. Now, here are some of your comments. ESCNL, I guess from the Netherlands, says, never had a party song that made me cry at the end. That's lovely, but I'm guessing that you're from the Netherlands, and so it was easier for you to grasp the message at the very beginning. Then Oh Yeah English says it's crazy, it's party. Again, I think now we can talk about the caddy effect with all of the songs that we have already that are kind of in that lane. Then Dude mit dem Hut, Dude mit dem Hut says, I think this is my favorite so far, just love everything about it, okay. And Hot Pepper says, not my cup of tea. Nico Dragon says, honestly, this would be a crazy entry most years, just not this year. It's too tame. It has a understandable message that is important, maybe now more than in previous years. But at this point, I don't know if it will get the final stage it deserves, okay? Costa says, I usually hate novelty entries, but that's not exactly the case with this one. I guess cause it's a bit catchier and it has a mix of languages. I do love the mix of languages. If you know me, you knew that I was going to like that. Albert David says, I was surprised by the lack of drum and bass and cool rap and interesting vocal techniques. It feels made for Eurovision and not made for Joost. That's interesting. I guess you're a Joost fan. Maybe you can elaborate on that in the comments. I don't like the sad ending, especially when it doesn't pick up after the end. Yeah, as I said, that's a bit the part that I worry about and that I don't know how to stage either. I do really like the upbeat bits near the beginning, which is why I gave 4.25 on lyrics, 3.5 on vocals, and the rest I accidentally cut off. Sorry about that. Then we have the Queen of Kings. Hello, Queen of Kings. This will definitely qualify, but it's not my cup of tea. This will go incredibly good with the televote, but just guess that juries will not like this. Yeah, I agree with that. Then Metal Evie, I guess. I wish we could be getting more bad songs, just so making my ranking would become easier. Careful what you wish for. Don't wish for that, I don't think. Checks all the boxes for me, which includes native language, fun beat, something to make it unique with the ending and just being different. I love the songs already in my top 10, but the range for my loved songs may be extending to top 15. That's a good thing, I think. Don't wish for bad songs. I don't think we should do that. And then Jesper Goye says, I am proud of my own country. And I thought that was a nice comment to end the video with. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and do let me know in the comment section of this video how you like the song, what you think of it, and how you would see its chances of qualifying and of doing well at Eurovision. See you soon, and bye bye.